At the Rants of Izzo show, we love to address the feedback that people wind up getting us, good, bad, or indifferent. So we're going to take an opportunity to talk about that now, considering the fact that part of the criticism is towards my former profession of being a police officer. All right, here we have on Chris Chansky's Instagram page. She does a little bit of a playful mocking Instagram reel about the police shooting that just happened where the officer discharged his firearm negligently and his female police officer partner criminally negligently fired her just emptied her damn magazine off into the distance where she didn't see anybody over an Acorn, right? And if you haven't seen the video, here it is.
I don't know. My legs went numb for a second. I heard a pop come from...
Go this way.
All right, so in the comment section of Chris Chansky's video on her Instagram, I wrote a comment that said, sadly, rumor has it that he, meaning the police officer that initiated the I've been shot over an Acorn, had PTSD. And that's what I had heard. What I had heard was he was a military serviceman. He developed PTSD while serving our country overseas, and this is where he's at now. I can't verify any of that. I haven't heard any of that, but that, if that is true, that's not funny at all. That's a serious matter, which shows a couple different things. It shows that, yeah, our vets do not get the help that they need, and it shows that we have some holes in the hiring process for law enforcement and the cops that are on the street. But I had said, sadly, rumor has it that he had PTSD, so bigger issues are how he made it through the screening process and how that female cop fired into an imaginary target as well. Both need to be fired, and she needs to be criminally prosecuted. I want to acknowledge Joseph 2305 Smith 2.0 and his criticism of my assessment. At Dominick Izzo, not everyone who has had PTSD developed it during the screening process. He very well developed it during his time in service. The female officer who backed her partner up, who didn't know that it was an Acorn that set the ordeal off, should be prosecuted, you need to get your head out of your ass. She was talking to somebody and heard shots fired and shots rang out. She put rounds down range because for all she knew, her partner was under fire and was hit. Her thought process was to stop the threat, then render aid to her partner. She doesn't need to be fired, and she doesn't need to be charged for simply backing up her partner. You should have been swallowed. Well, Joseph, here's the deal. I'm a retired police officer. My service years were from 2001 till 2019. Now, for those who do know me, they know that range day, man, that was not my favorite day of the week. I was a defensive tactics instructor. I'm a combatives expert. Man, when it comes down to between the pistol, I was much better with my mouth and my hands. I mean, you could just ask your mother for a reference in that one. But let's talk about this for a second. You had said that his PTSD was not developed during the screening process. That's not what I was talking about, my dude. What I'm talking about, the fact is, they should have researched that, seen if he had any history, because when they do hire cops, or at least when I was a cop, man, they went through things with a fine-tooth comb. They wanted to know your financial background, your health background, mental health background. So this simply slipped through the cracks. My bigger problem is the female officer who backed up her partner, who didn't know, all in caps. Here's the crucial part of where I'm going to debate and challenge your statement. Who didn't know, you put it in caps yourself, all caps yourself, that it was an Acorn that set the ordeal off, should be prosecuted. You forgot a question mark because you're challenging my statement on that. You need to get your head out of your ass. She was talking to somebody and heard shots fired. Correct. She heard her partner's shots fired, which you notice they were at down range where she was standing. Go check the video, please. He fired at the squad car. She was standing down range from there. And just to be fair, Joseph, let's take a look at this video again. Let's watch it in real time. This is the police officer who initiated, right? You had said in your comment, Joseph, I want to be fair to you. You had said that she heard the gunfire and then she fired based on hearing the gunfire, right? Let's listen to this together and let's watch it together.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Number one, if you could see up over in the corner over here, that's her. He's firing down range from her. But even more so, Joseph, since you think that the best part of me should have been swallowed and I need to get my head out of my ass, I don't know if you heard what I heard, but listen till you hear her squeaky little voice. Oh, where? Over there? Before a single gunshot is fired. Let's listen together.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Where? Right there? You hear her say that? Let's back that up and play it again, right? Because, Joseph, I know you need to get my head out of my ass, man, but I just want to tell you, I haven't heard a shot fired just yet. No shots have been fired, but oh my God, she was running towards the gunfire when there was no fucking gunfire. Let's listen again.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Oh! She put rounds down range because, all caps, my dude, for all she knew, her partner was under fire and he was hit. She didn't know. For all she knows, she didn't know. So this is something that I want to ask you, and I want to ask the citizens out there who vote the mayors in, who the mayors appoint police chiefs, the police chiefs write policy, and the policies enforced by the command staff, and the police officers on the street who are supposed to sit there and obey the law, the Constitution first, remind that they do work for the citizens who are under policies and procedures as well. We have more stress than they can handle. You have to ask yourself if this is the kind of quality police officer you want on the street. You want a female cop who blindly fires, empties her magazine into the distance where just she doesn't have any target acquired by sight, is going off of where is he, shouting out to another police officer where her target should be. If you can't see the danger in that, well, we have a problem. And sadly, these are cops who are on the street. What it's saying is cops don't know their job. They've got that sympathetic trigger reflex finger not under control. They don't know whether they should be shooting at. It's too much chaos for a police officer to handle stress in gunfire or even in a barking dog complaint. Let's continue. Her thought process was to stop the threat. What threat? She didn't visually see a threat. She had no idea what a threat was, where it was, who it was, but she was firing those rounds downrange, every one that she's responsible for. She doesn't need to be fired. Yes, she does. She doesn't need to be charged for simply backing up her partner. No, she needs to be charged with negligent discharge of a firearm, because today I would be charged with that. I'm a citizen. Anybody else would be charged with that. You should have been swallowed. I appreciate that. Let's check you out for a second. See, these are the most dangerous, empty-headed, fucking blue line wannabe thugs out there who think that they have some type of weight in their word in the world just because they strap on a blue line flag and then promote the police. This is something that you should never post up. You're not a cop. You're a security officer. You probably got rejected by a few police departments out there, and they told you turn the scanner off and stop showing up to our scenes. This, my guy, this is sadly why you don't agree with me, you don't understand, and I've dealt with guys like you for a long time. Now, I really appreciate the fact that you're in some type of security. Maybe you're patrolling a movie theater or a parking lot or a bar. I don't know. You're licensed to carry a firearm for that company, but you're not a police officer. Maybe you were, maybe you got fired, maybe you resigned, maybe you're trying to and you think this is going to help, but it's not. So if the best part of me should have been swallowed, I would really suggest that the better part of you start getting educated, because if you're going to post stuff like this, including everything on your Instagram being an incessant blue line bootlicking supporting post, you're never going to get hired. Or any agency that does hire you, they should be investigated for hiring drones who have no ability to think on their own and are going to be a detriment to the service to the citizens. And we have far too many of those on the streets already. So, Joseph, I hope that answers your question. I do not there's not one training I have ever been a part of or aware of on anybody I'm associated with who's ever told me or trained on a state, local, county, or federal level that you are allowed or condoned or encouraged to fire downrange at something you just don't fucking see. But hey, maybe you are a cop, and if that's the case, then shit, I'm not only going to not withdraw my statement, I'm going to plead with your department to get rid of your ass immediately because of how obsessed you are with punishing instead of serving and protecting. That's just that. Hope that answers your comments. Here at the Rants of Izzo Show, we believe in responding to when people want our attention. Have a great damn day, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Hi, I'm Dominick Izzo, host of the Rants of Izzo Show here on Spreely Media, inviting you to join me live every Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern here on the Rants of Izzo Show as we talk about everything from politics to porn. And don't forget to go to Spreely.com to download the app, join our social media platform, get news, entertainment, podcasts, and more. From all of us here at Spreely Media, thanks for watching.